we celebrate fathers one day of the year, and that's this Sunday. This morning's guest celebrates fathers 365 days a year. Who is he? You'll meet him coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Myrtle Beach Lighting, the lighting store of the year at 4897 Highway 17 Bypass South in Myrtle Beach. We're focused on this Saturday's third annual Father's Day celebration. And we're visiting with Wallace Evans, the executive director of A Father's Place in Conway. Good morning, Wallace.
Good morning to you.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning. A Father's Place is in Conway.
Well, we have a location in Conway, but also one in Myrtle Beach.
Okay, good. Forgive me, I saw that 488 phone number when we were talking about it earlier this morning. Made me think about Conway.
Right.
The main phone number goes to Conway, but you've also got a great presence here in Myrtle.
Oh, definitely, definitely. We're responsible for all of Horry County from those two locations, but our main office is in Conway.
That's tremendous. That's tremendous. And for you, of course, you know the county pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well. Native. Been here forever and a day.
That's tremendous.
I love it.
Yes. You grew up in North Myrtle Beach?
Grew up in North Myrtle Beach, graduated from North Myrtle Beach High School back in '89 and went to Clemson and came back to Coastal.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Finished up there at Coastal?
Yes.
And what did you study there at Coastal?
Interdisciplinary studies.
Okay.
Bunch of multidisciplinary sociology, psychology, and such.
Right. Stuff that really set the stage for taking over A Father's Place. Share with viewers real quick, if they may not have heard of A Father's Place, what exactly is A Father's Place?
Well, like I said, we're Horry County's Father Engagement Initiative, and our mission is to engage fathers in the positive support, and that's the key word, positive support of their children. And then the second part of that is to enhance the community support for fatherhood throughout Horry County. Because what we found is that the image of fathers has really taken a beating over the years, and we want to enhance that community image and promote positive male involvement, father involvement in the lives of children.
Okay. Some of the aspects of the ways that it's really taken a beating, that's across the country or principally just here?
Across the world, I believe. I mean, look at the typical media images. We're talking Al Bundy and Homer Simpson, so that the buffoonish type father image. And we want to show responsible fathers that are committed, that want to be involved and that are involved in a positive manner.
Mm-hmm. And there's a physical location, or is it principally just interacting with fathers? I see there's a lot of meetings all during the week or every other week. I mean, there's quite a bit of involvement. Yeah,
we have weekly group sessions, Monday evenings in Conway and then Tuesday evenings in Myrtle Beach. But the men are in and out of our office all through the week. Each man that comes into our program, we conduct a comprehensive assessment. So we go through with the men and assess their career readiness, looking at their goals for life, and just really try to help them come up with a plan for moving forward. So they're in our offices day in and day out trying to work their plan.
That's a tough question for folks to hear. What is your goal in life? I mean, that's a tough question, so I'm sure that probably gets them off the dime a little bit, thinking, wow, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of folks have probably never even heard that question.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we also make it very easy for the men. Not only asking them to have this pie in the sky sort of goal, but breaking it down into manageable steps, objectives. Say, for instance, it is to get a driver's license. Well, we're going to talk to them about, well, how do you get a driver's license? What are the necessary steps in order to do that? And then we have a time frame, and they're accountable because we do not coddle the men in our program. They're responsible for moving forward as men and as fathers, because what we're offering is a process. We want men to come in that are ready to move forward, and then we guide them and give them that support they need.
That's tremendous, Wallace. We want to get into that and into the process real quick, but of course the real focus is the third annual Father's Day celebration this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Where's that going to be? What's the time, and how can viewers get involved?
Well, it's going to be held at our Conway office location, which is 809 Wright Boulevard, Highway 378 in Conway. And it starts at 11 a.m. and it's scheduled to end at 3 p.m., but we've normally gone well beyond that. Just free food, games for the entire family, just a celebration of fathers, a celebration of fatherhood. A lot of entertainment, just a good time for families.
Everyone's invited?
Everyone, anyone.
Open to the public?
Yes.
Is this free, or
free.
do I have to bring, okay.
It is free, absolutely.
That's tremendous.
Yes.
If they don't know that location at 809 Wright Boulevard, if they called your office, is it the 488?
Yes, the 488
2923 number?
Yes.
Okay, 488-2923. Are there directions to a Father's Place on your website?
No, but we're pretty easy to find. If you need directions, just give us a call and we'll show you how to get there.
fathersplace.org. A lot of great information on there. I know you shared earlier this morning a lot of great info on there, and a lot of these frequently asked questions. We can get into some now for viewers who may not have internet access.
Okay.
So just pick up the phone, 488-2923, to get directions if they haven't been there before. For folks who got a minute to sit here, just how easy, let's say I'm coming up from the beach to get there and wanted to attend the 3rd annual Father's Day celebration.
Well, I mean, you're coming in on Highway 501, and you will make a left at the intersection of Highway 378 and 501.
Okay.
And we're about 2 blocks up on your left. Can't miss us.
That's a cakewalk. Folks miss that, then you just keep driving. Yeah.
Exactly.
That is great. So what will they break down over the 4 hours? Just give us a sense of what viewers would find if they were coming out there.
Well, we're going to have a small graduation ceremony to celebrate some of the men that are moving through our program and are ready to graduate to the next level, because we don't really say that men graduate out, they graduate up. And so we're going to be celebrating a few of those men, and as well as some of the other men that have shown some significant improvements and, accomplished some things. So we want to celebrate them. After that, just some carnival games, the balloon dart toss. We have Dunk-a-Daddy.
Good, Dunk-a-Daddy. I've never
Dunk-a-Daddy.
heard of that. That's a great idea, Dunk-a-Daddy.
So if you want to come get in the dunking booth, we'd be more than happy to have you. Just come in there and we'll dunk you.
I am a daddy. I need to be dunked. Yeah, my daughter would love that. That's right. And so the kids oftentimes are aspiring to dunk daddy.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And we've got some of our participants that are going to be in the dunking booth, and just a host of games and activities for the kids, face painting, and the kids can do Father's Day cards and things of that nature to give to their fathers.
It can be tough to be a dad, can it?
Yes, it can be.
It can be tough to be a father. Which one comes first, a father or a dad? I mean, is it, you try to think through those steps. Can you be a dad before you're a father? I guess you really have to be a father first.
Well, I've been at a Father's Place since 2000, since day one, since the inception of the program. And we've had that conversation in group many times. Some say the father's the more important or the dad's the more important. For me, it is the role, who is providing the nurturance and the guidance. Whatever you name, if you call that father, if you call it daddy, whatever that's the role that men have been neglecting, and that's the role that men need to get back to, is providing all of those things. Because our kids don't have a good model of manhood. They don't understand what it is to be a man, what it means to be a father. And fathers just contribute so much to the lives of children.
Right.
And we need men to understand the power of their presence in the lives of their children.
That's a very good point. Obviously, there are a lot of, you still support tremendous mothers. There's clearly great moms out there, great mothers that provide a lot of nurturing and otherwise for their children, but men can do the same thing.
We believe that dads make a difference.
Right.
Not that dads are better than mothers, but we make a critical difference in the lives of our children. Because if you look at the stats nationwide.
Yeah, share with us a little about it for viewers who may not be familiar with it.
Well, since 1960, father absence has increased over 270%.
Wow.
So we've got the majority of our children growing up in father absent homes. And children that grow up in father absent homes are more likely to be poor, experience a lot of other negative outcomes. You're talking juvenile delinquency is higher in father absent homes, behavioral problems. You're talking academic performance is lower. The majority of long-term prison inmates come from father absent homes. Substance abuse, teen pregnancy, the early onset of the first sexual experience, child abuse, you name it. Every societal ill, I believe, can be tied back to a father absent home.
It sounds like a big spiraling effect or a domino there. If you were coming from a father absent home, that may position you to be in a similar situation.
Exactly.
How do you break that? How do you break that that continuous cycle, or how do you break through that cycle? It's a difference of what y'all are doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the million-dollar question, and we're working hard every day. Getting men to understand, because there are a lot of barriers that men face in being actively involved in the lives of children. A lot of men come in, they've never had a dad. They're fearful of what it means to be a father, to be involved. Right. Some of these men are honestly blocked from being involved in the lives of their children.
Blocked by?
Blocked by the mother of the children, the maternal grandparents. Sometimes they're blocked by just this thing in here, in their heart, that it does not allow them to be involved as they ought to be. So we're there trying to get them in to understand their role, their critical role, and how powerful their presence is.
How did you first get involved, Wallace, with A Father's Place? What spurred you? Was it studies in school recognizing the importance of a father-absent household, or what was it that spurred you to get involved the first time? You actually came on as, I think I saw, as a board member originally.
Right.
And then later rolled into the position there as the executive director.
Well, these men are me, and I am them. I had my first child out of wedlock at the age of 20, and I could have used A Father's Place. I made a lot of mistakes early on, and this is an opportunity for me to reach some of these men, hopefully guide them that they don't make the same mistakes that I made, that I made. And if they have made some of those mistakes, at least let's talk about how to get out of it, how to move forward, how to just pick yourself up and keep going, because your children need you no matter what, and you got to do whatever it takes to get involved and to stay involved. So that's what spurred my involvement, because this is who I am. This is my personal experience. I've been through this. I understand what it's like to be separated from your children and to be denied visitation and not be able to be the man that you really want to be and be the father you really want to be.
That's very important. I'm glad you'd share that. Of course, I know that's difficult, having gone through those steps yourself, to be in that position. I think I saw now you're happily married with 4 children.
Yes.
So clearly, having gotten through that and gotten through it very well.
Right. And there's still, some challenges involved, but I mean, that's the main message that I think A Father's Place communicates.
Right.
That it might be tough, but men have to stand up. Men have to be involved.
Right.
And we've got to do whatever it takes to stay involved.
So whether you're married or not, you can still provide a great role as a father.
Exactly.
Whether you're in a happy home situation, you can still provide a great role model for a child. And clearly, A Father's Place helps go through those steps. Again, some of those frequently asked questions on your website, what are, let's say, the top 3 or 4 most frequently asked questions you get, other than how can I actually become a father? I mean, if I've been a father or I am a father, how do I actually serve that role? I'm sure that's probably a common question.
Yeah, it's a common question. I think probably the primary service that we do provide is employment. But like I said earlier, we're about a process. And we offer an array of supportive services for the men in our program, from employment assistance to education assistance. We do a lot of mediation between parents because, there's difficulty, there's a relationship breakdown, so we're trying to bridge that gap between the mothers and the fathers, and sometimes we have to bring in the maternal and paternal grandparents to get them to work together for the sake of their children. But as far as the frequently asked questions, the cost is one of the key questions, and all of our services to the men are free.
Free?
Free.
How do y'all go about having all these free services?
Well, we're grant funded. We're funded through a couple of grants, one from the Administration for Children and Families, and we're a sub-grantee of the South Carolina Center for Fathers and Families.
That's great, yes. We saw Beth in town recently, who is, I'm sure, through here a lot, helped serving the area and making a difference.
Yes. And the center is an offshoot of the Sisters of Charity Foundation. And they've been committed to this issue of father engagement, because they found that one of the root causes of poverty is father absence. And so they want to do something to make a change, to get fathers involved. So we're funded through the Department of Social Services, through the Center for Fathers and Families, and those 2 grants really sustain us.